V. Stiviano was the mistress to former LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling. Donald was 80 years old at the time while she was only 31. Donald showered her with gifts valued in the millions. After their bitter breakup, she leaked recorded audio of Sterling making disparaging and racist remarks about her bringing black people to LA Clippers games. His racist remarks got him removed from the NBA. Before all that, she managed to milk him for 3 expensive cars and a $1.8 million duplex. After Donald's wife sued her, she was ordered to pay back $2.3 million. Crystal Harris is one of many who managed to marry the Playboy mogul Hugh Hefner. At ages 27 and 86, it's apparent that these two are generations apart. The first time they were supposed to get married was in 2011, but right after she appeared on the cover of Playboy magazine, she called off the wedding. They did end up getting married 1 year later. Although he made her sign a prenuptial agreement, the luxuries of living in the mansion and all the perks that go along with being his wife will make her millions. Hugh tweeted, "The dramatic age difference between Crystal and me really doesn't matter. Whatever time I have left, we want to spend it together." Another former Playboy playmate, Anna Nicole Smith, was for a time the definition of a gold digger. In 1994, the 26-year-old stripper married an 87-year-old oil tycoon named J. Howard Marshall. Criticisms came from all sides, especially from Marshall's own family members. When Marshall passed away, he actually left her nothing in his will. Following Marshall's death, Smith began a lengthy legal battle over the share of his estate. During this decade-long court battle, she posed for Playboy, starred in feature-length films, and even had her own reality TV show. Unfortunately, before seeing the resolution of the case, she died from a drug overdose. Gabrielle Aubry is a Canadian model who snagged the elusive Hollywood movie star Halle Berry. They began dating in 2005 after meeting at a Versace photo shoot. The two had a child together, but separated in 2010. After their separation, Aubry and Berry became involved in a highly publicized custody battle. He wanted full custody of their daughter and asked for $20,000 a month in child support. He was ultimately only awarded $16,000 a month and an additional $115,000 in retroactive pay. Halle Berry calls him a bum that needs to go to work instead of mooching off of her child support payments. Oksana Grigorieva is a Russian songwriter who became involved with Mel Gibson and bore his child in 2009. This was the same woman who leaked Mel's threatening phone messages that caused a media firestorm. During their tense breakup, she was actually offered $15 million from Gibson's legal team at settlement proceedings. She refused, and that was pretty much a big mistake. The courts only awarded her a mere $750,000. She is now currently seeking $100,000 a year in child support. One of her friends later told a journalist that she was always on the lookout for her next sugar daddy, well before she met Mel Gibson. Elisabetta Gregoracci is a 36-year-old Wonder Bra model who gained notoriety from a terrible scandal. It came to light that she had offered sexual favors in return for a job as a showgirl for an Italian television company. Then in 2008, she married a Formula One racing manager, Flavio Briatore, who is now 66. They have a 6-year-old son, Falco, and have been married for 8 years. Briatore used to be married to supermodel and America's Got Talent judge Heidi Klum. They also have a son together that Briatore has no contact with. In 2011, Alfonso Diaz was a 60-year-old civil servant, but he ended up marrying Katiana Fitzjames Stewart, the 18th Duchess of Alba in Spain. She was 85 years old, and her face was horrendously disfigured from multiple plastic surgeries. But somehow, Diaz managed to look past all of that, probably because she's worth over $4.7 billion. Enraged family members publicly voiced their opinions. They described him to be a con artist that took advantage of an elderly, wealthy socialite. She gave her children their inheritance before she died to silence the opposition to her marriage. Darva Conger is a former emergency room nurse who in the year 2000 was selected as the winner of the reality TV show Who Wants to Marry a Multi-Millionaire. At the end of the show, the quote-unquote millionaire Rick Rockwell chose Conger to be his wife and married her on the spot. In addition to being wed to Rockwell, Conger also won a 3-carat diamond ring and more than $100,000 in prizes. 7 weeks after the honeymoon, it was announced that Conger was seeking an annulment to the marriage, stating that Mr. Rockwell misrepresented himself as a millionaire. Later that same year, she posed for Playboy for $1.8 million. Helge Scarby is a self-proclaimed Swiss gigolo. He made a career of seducing and blackmailing wealthy women. The 49-year-old tried to extort the heiress of the BMW empire, Suzanne Clatton, by threatening to release a video of the two of them having sex. He sent her a folder containing photos of her in compromising and unflattering positions. At the time, Clatton was a married woman and also a mother of 3. He was able to squeeze $6.2 million out of her. But when he again asked for $40 million, she went to the police. The case went to trial where he pleaded guilty instantly. In 2009, he was sentenced to 6 years. Police never recovered the full $6.2 million that he conned out of her. Model Heather Mills came to public attention when she lost her leg in a police motorcycle accident. 7 years after that, she caught more public attention when she started dating the Beatle himself, Sir Paul McCartney. Mills and McCartney were married in June of 2002. 4 years after McCartney's first wife had died of breast cancer. After 6 years of marriage and a daughter, she filed for divorce, seeking $125 million. She ended up only getting about $17 million. She is now married to another wealthy gentleman, the media tycoon Rupert Murdoch.